What's up, folks? Thanks for joining me at a songwriting session. I've got this idea that I've been mulling over in my head. I'm kind of leaning into just like an emo riff, but it goes something like this. Yeah, something like that. And there's some lyrics that I wrote that I think pair pretty nicely with this. But let's start off with just tracking this guitar part, and we'll kind of see where this takes us. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. If you can't tell, I'm not a guitarist. I might just have to punch in on this. Dear God. Jeez Louise. All right, so here's the riff after I did punch-ins and edits. So the way you feel that is it's a 7 count, but it's actually a, I think it's a 10. Because you're counting it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in tens on like the back half when it switches to the offbeat on the second measure. But it's an offbeat on the third. So yeah. Goofy. I'm no good guitar player, but I don't know, I can kind of count, maybe. All right, so I've got that idea, and I think I want to lay down, I think this is going to be kind of the basis of the song, for the intro, the verse, at least the first verse. And we'll kind of see where we take it after the first chorus. But I think for this, I think I just want that on the opener. Then we'll double her up. And at that point, we will throw in some cello underneath that. Underneath and around that. Yeah, let's play with that. No, I changed my mind. We're gonna do, I think I need to lay drums under this with the weird count. With that odd of timing, I think I need drums first. Okay, so I use Easy Drummer for no reason other than it's what I have. Okay, let's figure these out. Okay, so I think I want just kind of like a rolling snare, like a light little rolling snare. Yeah, so we'll do something like that. Okay, so there's our loop, there's our drum loop. Okay, something like that. Now I think we need cello on top of that. It's cello time. Alrighty. Now we gotta decide on what we're gonna do. I'm thinking of doing some layers underneath. Low strings, like mid strings, just to kind of fill this out. All right, so this is what I'm kind of thinking for like the basis of the cello track. Okay, I think that's our guy. Okay, here's our cello take. I think that's where the verse will start. Let's figure out a harmony. I could probably do a better take. I think that'll work though. All right, so here's our intro that we've got going. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Super simple, kind of bare bones, but that's sort of what I wanted. I think this needs some bass, and I'm not sure if I want cello to provide that on the opener. Let's try it. Let's experiment. Here we go. That wasn't a good take, but I think we can still use it. That was a really bad take, actually. All right, so here's our intro. Honestly, cello does like all of the heavy lifting, and then you've got the movement from the lead guitar and the drums to kind of keep things cruising and have momentum. Yeah. All right. So at this point, we're going to swap the bass line over to a bass guitar. Yeah. We're going to swap it over to a bass guitar. And then we're going to bring in strums on rhythm guitar to kind of carry those mids through. And this is where the vocals will come in as well. Cool. Let's go get a bass. All right. Now we can track some bass. Let's swap our patch. No, this patch works. That's all I need. That was easy. Okay, that'll work. I don't even think I need rhythm guitar there. Well, there's bass done. Okay, now we need to continue drums into the verse. We'll want like a loose, probably like a ride crash going in. And then honestly, probably just keep the same thing. Keep the same thing. I don't think that actually should change because the mood isn't going to lift until a little bit later. We're kind of setting the tone on the intro. Set the tone. We're just kind of layering things in, phasing the melody in and out from cello to vocals here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then we'll burst into kind of a big moment right there. Yeah. And I think actually, I'm going to retrack these bass parts because I want these higher. Because on a drop right there, I want that to hit harder on a drop there. And I think we'll achieve that with bass mostly. Okay. And then right there, we'll drop to like probably that. I don't know, something along those lines. All right, so here's what we got so far, and we'll see what we do next. Okay, I'm gonna go track vocals and then I'll be back. All right, cool. So we got some vocals tracked. Let me show you what we got there.
Neither wears me as a clever disguise. I stare carelessly into its tired eyes. Something about limitations, stitches from my imitations. I know it's I've lost to time. Can't grasp these dire situations.
Okay. Goofy, right? Now we need to make something big happen. There needs to be a drop, bass will lower an octave. I think we're just gonna double that up because this is the first half of the first chorus or the first verse. And I think we'll double that, and then we'll hit there, and then we'll go into, I guess, technically verse 2, but it's still part of the first verse. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing there. Yeah. All right. And then at that drop, we're gonna have probably just big chords like. Something like that. Maybe we'll do that layered. Because I worry about these fighting, this tone. Fighting with the... Right. We could just boost it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's track that.
Dire situations.
And then we'll come out of that there. So I guess that'll be verse 2 right there. Not good, not the best take, but it might work. Okay, then we got both of those guitars.
Dire situations.
Okay. I think I'm gonna throw that in. It's quiet, but we can boost it later. But just a nice, gentle strum. I only need the 2, really. Think about it. All right. Now we need to nail some drums down for this section. Okay. See if this makes any sense. Okay. Okay. So I think we got drums somewhat figured. Hopefully. Let's jump to that. The instrumental. All right, that'll do. That'll do. For now. Now we need to track some bass over all of this. Okie dokie. Good enough. God.
Dire situations.
We might be able to spice up the verse. I think for the most part that'll work. Okay. Let's listen to that bass.
Dire situations.
Okay. Yeah. That wasn't in time, but I think the idea works. Let's try it. Jeez, sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Oh my goodness. It's an A, not a G sharp. We're gonna punch in on the spots that are bad. Most of that's good. There's sections that are not, though, that we'll have to punch in on. Okay, we got bass in. Let's take a listen. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can definitely work with that. Now we just got to bring drums over. Honestly, maybe I might just be feeling rinse and repeat from the first verse into the second. Yeah, there you go. Needs cello. To the cello we go. Okay, so first things first, I think we'll probably just with kind of a melody track the bass line, kind of in a descending pattern. Something like that in time, actually, though.
Dire situations.
Yeah, that's it. That's what the sauce needed. Okay, so now that we've got it set, let's kind of take our pick. I only need a couple of these. And I think from listening back, those are the best two. We need something like that in there. Or better yet, we replace that with let's try it. If I play it in tune. All right, let's try and harmonize with the cello melody. And that'll probably work. Super sloppy. Not good. Okay, now on this track specifically, there's some harsh shit. Pretty sure it's just right there. Yeah. That's what that needs. Okay, so we got the cello in, and it's a little cleaned up at this point. Let's give her a listen, see how she feels. It'll do. It'll do for now. I'm sure we can, once we kind of get more of the song fleshed out, kind of the scope of this intro and the first few verses, kind of sort of, I think it worked out at that point. But honestly, it's not bad so far. And to be honest, this is probably as much time as I can responsibly spend on this today. So, all right, that's where we're going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Not loser.